Welcome to this Styles University video session on blocks using WoodWop 7. When you click on the Collection Macros icon, then on the block macro, you will be required to input the block's parameters. This macro enables several processing steps to be combined in a group of operations under one macro. Blocks may be used to repeat specific processes using a grid. Block macros are not system-wide. They are unique. The block parameters are below the 3D Finished Process Part window. Zooming in closer, we see the block parameters are divided into 3 columns. The definitions of these parameters are also divided into 3 corresponding columns on the next slide. Here we can see the definitions of each block parameter. You can download a copy of these definitions by clicking on the Resources button. In this exercise, we're going to use the block macro to repeat one drilling operation across the entire panel, creating a pegboard. Start by opening a new MPR file and defining the variables as shown. Then program one 8mm diameter drill at 20 mm in the X and Y axes. The drill mode is slow fast through. Next, select the Collection Macros icon, then select the block macro. The X and Y positions of the block is 0. Instead of trying to count the number of holes in the panel you want, divide the length and width of the panel by the grid matrix and let the computer do the math for you. Now drag the drilling operation into the block macro. To do this, left-click and drag the drilling operation into the block, ensuring the drilling operation is now below and indented to the block operation as shown. Save this file as block MPR. Open up a new WoodWop file so you can create a pegboard using a block and vertical drilling operation. First thing we want to do is define our variables. Your inches will be 25.4. Your length and your width will both be 800 millimeters. Your thickness will be 6.35 millimeters. And then create a variable for grid X, which is GX of 32 millimeters, and a grid matrix named GY of 32 millimeters. Once you have that, bring in a vertical drill. Your start point for X and Y will both be 20 millimeters. Your drill mode will be slow fast through. The diameter will be 8 millimeters. Next, click on the Collection Macros icon and then the block macro. Your X and Y position will be 0. Your coordinate system will be 0. Your Z position will also be 0. If you had a block you wanted to load, you could do so here. If you wanted to save this file as a .blk extension, you would click on Save once you have completed this. This checkbox here is to optimize your components. The number in X and Y, we will use the length divided by GX, and in the Y, W, or width, divided by GY. The number in the X and Y will be the grid X for X and the grid Y for Y. Once you've completed that, drag your vertical drilling operation into your block. Notice the bracket. Once you've done it correctly, your vertical drilling operation will be below and indented into your block. Now save your file as a block MPR. Thank you for participating in this Styles University video session on blocks using WoodWop 7. Please look forward